the Church of Jesus Christ. In one event from the ministry of Jesus recorded in Matthew 22, some of the religious authorities asked him a question to try to put him on the spot. One of them, a lawyer, asked Jesus, "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" And he said to him, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your mind. This is the great and first commandment." This is a well-known verse, but one key part of it is often left out. The world, and even many Christians, tend to think of love as primarily emotional. It's a feeling, and most in our culture believe feelings are not something we are in control of. But Jesus tells us something profound here. He tells us that we are to love the Lord our God with all our mind. Atheists like to portray Christians as being anti-intellectual, driven by flowery feelings rather than facts and logic. And unfortunately, that has indeed been the case for all too many Christians over the past century or two. But if we are to truly obey Jesus and truly love Him, we are to engage with our minds. Christians of past centuries have taken the commandment very seriously. Those who accuse Christians of intentional ignorance and of believing fairy tales are out of touch with true history. Christianity has produced many of the greatest minds the world has ever known, from St. Augustine to Thomas Aquinas, from Sir Isaac Newton to John Locke. And that's because it takes the mind, the written word, the external world as governed by God, and the laws of logic seriously. We live in a time of intellectual suicide. We're told that the definition of male or female is whatever you feel in your heart today. We're informed that there is no absolute truth, which, if it's true, it proves itself false. And we're expected to believe that all thought, all knowledge, and all reasoning is actually just the chance product of atoms colliding over time in a universe that accidentally popped into being on its own out of nothing. Our nation and our world are perishing without truth. It is time for we Christians to recapture the command that Jesus gave us, to love God with all our minds. In doing so, we have the sanity of solid ground upon which we can invite a lost and confused world.